HUPK.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
Of my true love's head.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cause. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, Amistad ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment, something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love, their reflection. No matter what the complexion, we got a common connection. A part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
ISUPK.
Boot up or shut up radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot up or shut up radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot up or shut up radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
Hey, what they do, dawg? What they do, bruh? You know what time it is, man. Coming out the boondocks, the ghettos, the barrios, nigga, the wood lots. You know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a takeover, dawg. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 249, nigga, I ain't talking about the time, dawg. Yeah!
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
I'm from a place where they don't deliver pizza and won't deliver my people, even if they call them FEMA. A place where black women say they don't need you, where everybody broke and selling dope, the only way to feed them. Shit is food bar, fucked up beyond all recognition. Crackers hiring 2 million niggas in prison. Now move your ass over, cause I'm coming hard like Captain Mashak Garment at the 49th pass. They already know, don't piss me off and make me grab Captain Tazaria and load him up with 17 shots of Captain Coppazan and bust every round and make them connect like high-speed Wi-Fi. So don't cross that motherfucking line radio. Run west. This ain't what you want, breakfast club ass niggas. We ain't seeing y'all and I don't give a damn if it's all three of y'all. And I ain't really a social media nigga. I'm more of a 3D up front, say it in your face, nigga. And every man ain't a faggot, and every faggot ain't no fucking man. Yeah, you heard what the fuck I said. My speech is rude, man up or move. You can't pick and choose who you con out of a con to. In this school, you will follow the rules, no excuse, and give a brother his respect that is due. I see a church sign, I cross that shit out and let them know for sure that UPK was fucking ill. I've been through it all, back against the wall, died and came back, so it ain't a man that I fucking feel. They say the truth will set you free, so when I tell you the truth, I'm making you free with this speech. Isaiah 49:23, get on your knees and kiss the boots of the kings and the priests. Truth and lies so mixed, that's like trying to put 2 men together and expect for them to have a kid. A Jew lies with the ish, so when you put the words together, all you is Jewish. I came to peep out your world, this is a nice place. Then he says it ain't for sale, just for showcase. My apologies, devil, you must mistake. I didn't come to ask, bitch, I came to take. Yeah! You already know. Who's the power? Who's the power? Who do we feel? The power we feel. Who do we feel? The power we feel. Who's your king? Who's your king? What's your name?
ISUPK.
Boot up or shut up radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot up or shut up radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself. Cut yourself.
Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. One more time again, man. Priest and Officer 5,000. One y'all. Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala, y'all. We representing this Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, everybody know how we get down. Big ups to the chat room right now. I see y'all in there. I see the likes. I see the hearts. I see the laughter. I see unity inside that Boot Up or Shut Up chat room right now. So we're going to get in it, man. Y'all know how I get down. Again, Priest and Officer 5,000 on One Ya Allah. I'm your host for Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, along with the captain, okay, a 13,000 priest and captain, Kahan Thamyard, is in the building, reporting live from hell, sent me some more articles, all right? Listen, y'all go ahead and share this right now. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all know the events that have taken place today and throughout the past week. Now, y'all know we get down what? Rough, rugged, and raw, okay? Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. You either gonna boot up or you gonna shut up, all right? Get down with this truth. All you brothers out there, make sure you get ready to put on that all black. Come on into this truth. You sisters, you do what you supposed to and support these brothers, these warriors coming in this truth, okay? Big ups to Commanding General Yohana. Again, we got the Passover coming April the 9th. You all want to make sure you're getting your hotel reservations and how you're going to get down there, man. It's going to be an extraordinary, vainglorious, righteous event. The only official authorized Passover, April the 9th at Westchester, in Westchester, New York. Okay, Thursday. You want to make sure you catch Thursday and Friday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 5 and 6. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that you get in, man, and let's show the ultimate brotherhood with your brothers and get in this truth. All camps are ordered to come together. That is the man who is first in charge until Christ returns, the most controversial man in America, Commanding General Yohana, has ordered all camps to come together. Again, it's the ISUPK, y'all. Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, all right? And again, just for that disclaimer, we are not, and I mean, again, we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, all right? Posse, clan, set, organization, you know what I'm saying, wanna be whatever. We are not affiliated, all right? And listen, and again, if you're not in ISUPK, you're not in the truth, okay? Now again, brothers and sisters, look on the screen. You see Boot Up or Shut Up Radio Cash App. Donate to Boot Up or Shut Up Radio Cash App, okay? $ Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. $ Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. It's that simple. Everybody's got the Cash App. And make sure you support this truth and pay your tithes, okay? So now, with no further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. Because listen, we got a jam-packed session for you right now, and it is the real deal. All right, without the Holyfield. All right, let's go ahead and get it in, man. Again, bringing on Priest and Captain of 13,000, Kahan Thamyard is in the building. Shalom, Adawan, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Barakatuh.
Hey, shalom, my brother Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Barakatuh. What's going on, my buddy, man?
Hey, doing extraordinary, Cap. You know what I'm saying? Putting in the work, man, and following the slogan, the motto of UPK: no cowards, no excuses, sir. That's it.
Damn right. Listen, I wouldn't have it no other way, my brother.
Right.
And I want to say shout out to all the sisters out there. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Atum, Ba'ashem Yahweh. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We're gonna get right into it, man. A lot of stories to go into. So let's get right into it. Let's hit story number 1, man. You understand? Story number 1. Let's get right into it. I mean, there's so much that the school, the ISUPK brings out, on a daily.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you in tune with us on social media, any social media site, you know that we're giving you the updates blow by blow. We're giving you the Lord's perspective on these things, and His perspective is the only perspective that matters.
Right.
You understand? So let's deal with story number 1.
All right, story number 1, everybody. On the screen, Miami PD suspends the white officer who begins identifying himself as black. Okay.
Now check this out. Now check this out here. Now, come on now. White officer who begins identifying himself as black male. I want to hear some more about this on one, y'all. Let's get into this story.
Con out of one con. Now again, a controversial Miami cop was suspended with pay after he argued at a Miami City Commission meeting last week that he identifies as a black male despite his Caucasian complexion. Quote, "We can confirm that Captain Jay Ortiz has been relieved of duty with pay," city spokesman Michael Vega wrote in an email to the Miami News Times. Vega would not divulge why he benched the former chief of the local fraternity order of police by Ortiz's recent public comments to the commission, coupled with a lengthy history of controversy, leaves little to the imagination. Now, Ortiz faced criticism for identifying as a black man on lieutenant and captain exams for quicker promotions, and he came to the commission.
Hold on. For what? For quicker what?
For a quicker promotion.
Now, I believe this is a Edomite, correct? This is not a Hispanic.
This
brother,
is
correct?
an Edomite who claimed he was Hispanic, and he, and later on he come out Jewish,
You see the problem with this, man. See, thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you.
Oh man.
Thank you. See, this is the result. See, we try to tell you over and over. See, this integration stuff has failed us.
Yep.
It's to the point now where you're so integrated they can take on you, your identity, and your culture, and receive some of the benefits. This is like Rachel Dolezal 2.0. This is like Rachel Dolezal all over again. But you know who you can thank for that? You can thank your civil rights. You can thank Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank your civil rights leaders.
That's right.
And we're approaching Black History Month, brothers and sisters, and you're gonna start to see all these type of things over and over. They're gonna benefit off of affirmative action. They're gonna benefit off of all the things that you were supposed to benefit off of. You understand? This is what happened when you join your oppressor. Now he done this for what? For promotions. So now you have an epidemic of not just transgenders, but transracial.
Yeah.
This is what we have come to now in the year of our oppressor, 2020. Keep going, my brother.
This is incredible, man. Now, it goes on. Ortiz faced criticism for identifying as a black man on lieutenant and captain exams for quicker promotions, and he came to the commission last Friday to defend his actions. Quote now, "I'm a black male," he told commissioners to sneers from the crowd. "Yes, I am," he said. Ortiz appears white, but he argued race isn't about appearances. Okay? Quote, "I am not Hispanic. I was born in this country," he said. "That's how I feel." Now, Chairman Keon Hardeman pressed for answers. He says, "I have a question for you," he said. "So you classify yourself today as a black male, right?" "Yes," Ortiz said. "When you applied for the police department, did you classify yourself as a black male or as a white male at that time?" Hardeman questioned. Quote, "I think I put white male," Ortiz says. "Well, I know I put white male, but I don't know if I put Hispanic or not." So now the commissioner Joe Corallo cut in, right? He said, "You put down Hispanic male? Okay, as a man," Ortiz said, "I stand by it." Now, when did you have this coming to with God moment that you were black? Corolla pressed. "And when did God tell you that?" Ortiz says, "Well, I learned that there's some people in my family that are mixed and that they are black." So Carollo said, I see. He goes on to say, let's not talk about the degree of blackness, Hardiman said. Now, oh no, you're blacker than me. That's obvious. Ortez said. Okay? And if you know anything about the one drop rule, right, the one drop rule, which started in the 20th century, which is what identifies and defines what a black male is or a Negro. You would know that if you have one drop of black in you, you are considered black. You're probably black
now
too.
See, hold on. Now check this out. Now, I want to pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of chameleons out there.
Ooh-wee, man.
You understand? You got a lot of people. See, and this is why so-called our oppressors don't define what's black,
right?
And these so-called black intellectuals don't define what's black. Like, you are what your father is,
right,
according to the Bible. So if your father is from a tribe of Issachar, which is a so-called Mexican, or Guatemalan, you know what I'm saying, or any other tribes of Benjamin in the Caribbean, if your father is that, then that's who you are.
Right.
But you see how they blur the line so much with this. And this is what, it's to the point now where this is what caused the flood, brothers and sisters. All these interracial marriages and all these types of things. So now I don't know if his father is Hispanic or his father, but whatever the case may be, if he's a white man and doing this showing you right here, this is what you call transracial.
Right.
And let me tell you something. If you can change your gender in this kingdom, don't think for 1 second that Esau will allow you to switch your race unless you black. Unless you really black.
Right? Unless you're really black, he'll allow you to switch it.
Unless you're really black, you're not going to be... And then see, a lot of people are like, well, if he can identify as black, I can identify as white. I want you to get at a shot. I want you to see how that turn out.
Right.
Let's see if you get the promotion.
Oh, man.
Let's see if... listen, and what did this show? This showed that America is not really what? Colorblind.
Ooh-wee.
That's what this shows, brothers and sisters.
Sure does.
Why don't you wake up into the ISUPK? Why don't you come back home? Like, he's doing this, he's showing you that what? He's playing, hold on, he is playing the what card?
Race card.
The race card, brothers and sisters. But then you want to tell us that race don't matter. Don't tell me race don't matter. It matters when you want to get when they want to get promotion.
It sure does.
When they know it's time for the black person, it's time for black people to get promotion. So guess what? He's gonna put black on the application.
Sure is.
Now when it's time to get arrested, he's gonna be white. See, you don't understand. Like, when are you gonna wake up out of this illusion that we live in a damn utopia?
The producers.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
Keep going, my brother. I mean, this is amazing. Keep going, brother.
Right. All right. So now we're gonna get some more for everybody. Now, it goes on. He says, let me go up a little bit. He says, what a black male, that one drop rule, right, in the 20th century, which identifies and defines what a black male is or a Negro. You would know that if you have one drop of black in you, you are considered black. You are probably black too, Joe. That's what Ortez told Carollo. Now, commissioners dismissed Ortez after his 5 minutes of public comment expired, and Carollo offered his assessment. Quote, Mr. Ortez claims that his black, now we hear Jewish black, he said, I'm afraid maybe next month it will be, a black Jewish woman. I don't know, unquote. So Ortez's comments ignited a firestorm of controversy, and many local black leaders are now calling on the city to terminate his employment. The stunt is only Ortez's latest clash.
Hold on. They shouldn't be. Hold on now. I want y'all.
Right.
They shouldn't be trying to get him terminated. And we integrated. It shouldn't matter about race. Hold on now. You see these low-life niggas? You see how these niggas be?
Right.
Ooh-wee. When it come time, see, let me tell you something. Showing you what? that Commander Johnny Hanna is telling the truth. I remember vaguely going in the Baltimore camp, and we went to Baltimore. Out there in Baltimore, Maryland.
Right.
And we would ask people, and it's showing you how hypocritical black people are. They want to lie. They want to sit there and lie, but you can't lie to the prophets.
Right.
We asked you when you voted for Barack Obama, what was his policies? What was his policies on crime? What was his economic policies? You couldn't tell us one thing that his policies were. You couldn't tell us now one of them.
This
but you know what you did tell us?
A school.
Right.
You said all of that don't matter because he is the first black president.
That's what they said.
Quote unquote. That's what you said.
Dum-dums, man.
I said, well, hold on now. We want to know his policies. What are the policies?
Right.
It don't matter. We trying to get the first black president. So hold on. So now color matter? Oh, so now color matters now.
Yeah.
But we telling you about our King Yahweh Shah, the one we call Jesus Christ. Color don't matter. The Lord heard that, brothers and sisters.
Yep.
He heard that. And he's hearing this. You kumbaya niggas should be saying he can be whatever the hell he want to be because we integrated. But you know, and I know that's a lie.
Yes, sir.
Stop lying to yourself. Stop resisting the Holy Spirit.
Man.
Keep going, my brother.
Okay. So now, for his behavior, let me see. The stunt is only Ortiz's latest clash with the black community and the police department, where he's racked up numerous investigations, complaints, and suspensions of bad behavior, WPLG reports. According
and listen, and the timing is so right. It's right before Black History Month. Like, guess what he's doing? He's putting your integration to the test.
Man.
That's what he's saying. And then he used the one drop rule. Like, come on, man. Like, this is a mock, and this is why the Lord say that he give us laws, statutes, and commandments. That we will be, that other nations will look at us as a wise nation.
Right.
They don't look at us as a wise. And we don't have no. Let me tell you something. Give me Jeremiah 14:2, please, my brother.
Come.
And then after that, give me, can a leopard change his spots?
Come.
You understand? Like, you don't understand what time it is, man. You right. It ain't about skin color.
Right.
You understand? Because of course we come in all different shades of black. You
That's
understand?
Right.
So light. Like we come in all different shades. Ephraim is real light skin. You understand?
That's right.
So Ephraim is real light skin to a real dark skin. So of course we come in all shades. But for one thing, you gotta understand that the Spirit bear forth whose children we are.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me the scripture, brother. Give me Jeremiah 14:2.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourn, and the gates thereof languish.
I love the scripture right here. Because when it talks about the real Jews in mourning and the gates language, man, I mean, this scripture right here can go to so many different aspects.
Right.
The gate is your protection. Your gates keep certain people in and keep certain people out. Certain things in, certain things out.
Right.
That's your leadership. Our gate language is old Quaker English for weak. Our gates are so weak that someone can come in among us and say that they us.
God.
Do you understand what I'm saying? This is like a goddamn Trojan horse. This is what this is. That now they can identify, and believe it or not, it's going to be some nigga that's going to sign off on this.
Right.
I promise you that. There's always a Kanye West nigga around that's going to sign off on this.
That's right.
Keep going, brother.
They are black unto the ground, and they cry like it, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Black unto the ground. You understand? Black unto the ground. You know what I'm saying? Quadash, I think it's Quadash or Quadash La'aratazah.
Right, black.
Unto the ground, man, in Hebrew. You understand? So you dig in the ground, you're going to get many different shades of dark to a very light.
Right.
You understand? It's showing you, it's talking about the nation of Israel. And the cry of Jerusalem is growing up. Why? Because you will spoil everybody. They can take, you know it's bad when they can take your goddamn identity from you.
Damn.
You know it's bad when you can't even hold, let alone your culture.
Right. And Cap, if I
But
may, like,
even down to your race card, you didn't gave up your damn race card for the damn sexuality and gender card. Go ahead, bro.
Kanaquan, yeah, just if I may, 'cause I know you roasting it. Like, this is an opportunity for blacks, Latinos, right, Hispanics, because he's saying he's using the word Hispanic. So so-called blacks, Hispanics, you know, to be in that courtroom like the way they killed that general over there in Iraq. That whole courtroom should be full. You see what I'm saying? And that man should be shaking like a leaf before he even said, because the whole courtroom is outside picketing and they inside talking about, nah, you can't take our identity. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's even sadder, because we're not there to protect. I know the ISUPK is. I'm speaking in the world. The world's not out there to take and stop these other nations from, you know, just spinning the damn wheel like Wheel of Fortune and be like, let me see, East Indian, you know what I'm saying, I'm Jewish, you know, just picking whatever they got to pick. We should be there in protection, man, and that's what the Christian leadership has done. Like you said, Cap, you know, it's not just from religion, but they're supposed to protect us from events like this or a race invasion, right, of trying to take our nationality from us. Our Christian pastors are supposed to be protecting us from war, you feel what I'm saying, and from other nations from taking our customs and traditions and taking our identity from us. See what I'm saying?
Damn right, brother. What you said, listen, what you saying is so heavy. I want y'all, even Capital One got identity fraud protection.
Oh, man. Good night. Come on.
Even Capital One got goddamn identity fraud protection. You understand? We should have, there should be a spiritual metal detector to keep us from being defrauded.
Good.
We
That's
are being
right
defrauded. Let me tell you something. It's the same thing that happened with these college scams.
Good.
You had a lot of these white people who identified as black people or Latino.
Right.
To get scholarships.
Yes, sir.
Come on now. Right or wrong?
No, you exactly right. And we're not coming to that defense. We should be like, oh no, you're not. You ain't gonna do that. And you know, Cap, we wouldn't even have to come to the defense of anything if we were acting and operating the infrastructure as a nation of people. Other people would be like, no, I can't do that. Like, why? Like, how come he not claiming Chinese? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how come he not claiming he an heir? Because they infrastructure, meaning their customs and tradition and who they stand by, that man not going to attempt to do that. You see what I'm saying? But with us, he'll do that.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So we shouldn't have to, you know, even be in the room. We shouldn't even have to fill up the courthouse. We should just be living the way that we're living and serving our God and with our commandments of being a nation, and other nations wouldn't even come close. They can't do it. But of course, we're living like them. So because we live like Gentiles spiritually, then they're able to do what? Slither in like the damn snake he is and claim that he's 4 or 5 different nationalities, man. For benefits.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And you can think, and because the other nations, their gates are not weak.
Right.
You understand? This is when is somebody gonna bring this up? That this is a direct result of integration. I haven't heard nobody talking about that. But then when you niggas realizing that you niggas in the police force realizing that he getting a promotion off of your race, now you want to cry foul.
Right.
No, we all equal. Right.
Absolutely.
We all the same people, right? And don't we all bleed red? Ain't that what you told us?
That's what they say? Yeah.
So if you all bleed red, color don't matter. You see?
Yeah.
You a hypocrite, man.
Good night.
And I love stories like these because I get to call you out on your hypocrisy.
Right.
Every time.
That's right. That's right.
Every time I love it because I get to call you out on your hypocrisy. And once again, the word of the Lord shines all the time. It cuts like a two-edged sword. It cuts going in and it cuts going out. And you can't even stand before the men of the Lord when we bring out stories like this. because you know it's true. You know they're using your identity. You are supposed to be protected by your leadership from having people becoming fabricated minorities off of your goddamn identity.
That's right. Excellent. Said it perfect. Yeah. Yes, sir.
They damn near cloning. They don't even got to clone another you. They can just take who the hell they are and put a check by the box and be you. Take on your identity.
Right.
And listen. That's why we should come back to the past. You better join Command Junior Hunter at the Passover. You understand me? You better come get reintroduced. You better come get, as the scriptures say, baptized. You understand the baptism. You understand the adoption. You better come get adopted back into your culture. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Right.
Because believe it or not, this ain't your culture that you living in now. The culture that we embrace is not our culture. You understand? This is a culture that's been given to us, that's been force-fed to us, that's not our culture. Drug use ain't our culture. Homosexuality ain't our culture.
That's right.
Our women being whores, that's not our culture. That's never been our culture. You understand?
Right.
Us not having a family structure, that's never been our culture. The Lord gave us a divine culture. You understand? He gave a divine intervention which gave us laws that shaped our culture. Yep. And when you deviate from that, this is what you have. Right. Anybody could be you now. Because guess what? You're nobody. God damn it.
Damn.
You're nobody, so anybody could be you.
Oh, man.
Give me Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23, my brother.
Nice.
Son of a con. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good, that are accustomed to do evil.
You see that? The Lord, just like a leopard can't change his spot, and the Ethiopian can't change his skin, guess what? Those that are accustomed to do evil can't do good.
That right.
And this is what he always done. He always assumed your identity. And the so-called man over there, the Jewish man, he's chief in that. He's trying to take your identity. The birthright was sold to Jacob. It was a legitimate sale. It belongs to us. And you cannot get the benefits of that birthright until you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments that your father made a covenant with the Most High to.
Right.
Only then will you be entitled to all the benefits of that birthright, of that deed.
Yep.
That's what Commander Junior Hunter has been trying to tell you is yours. Right. You have to claim it. You understand? Any more on this story I want y'all? This is a goddamn disgrace.
We already hit the thick of it. We got so much coming up. Let me check it though. I might have a
okay.
Just a little bit. Let me go ahead and get it in.
Come on.
Okay. Now this Now this is according to the New York Times. This is Jay Ortiz's reports. Okay, that he's had as a police officer. All right. Now Ortiz is far and away the most controversial cop in Miami. As the former head of the Miami Fraternal Order of Police from 2011 to 2017, he fought police oversight at every turn. Praised Donald Trump constantly.
Hold on. He did what?
He fought police oversight at every turn.
This is how you know, brothers and sisters, when the Bible says that the Spirit bear forth who children we are.
Right.
This is how you know. This is a clue here. He don't want police oversight. Now, if he identified as a black man, he would want all the goddamn police oversight he can get. Who's going to police the police?
Boy, it gets worse than that, Cap.
Come on with it. Am I in hell?
Here you go. Not yet. I'm finna put you in hell right after this.
I need you to put me in there real quick because I'm about to take off.
Connor McCunn. Connor McCunn. It say, and he fought for police oversight at every turn. Praised Donald Trump constantly and spent his free time on Twitter defending cops who've killed black people. Okay.
Now hold on. Did you hear this? Do you hear this? See,
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you ever believe that integration was a plan from God, understand that you've been lied to.
Boy.
Understand, we're approaching Black History Month. They just had Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. They had a day for to celebrate him. And let me tell you something. As so-called integrated as we are, we still speak in terms of segregation.
Right.
Don't you understand that? You didn't integrate it. You can't get no more integrated than this.
Man.
People say we got a lot more work to do. What more work you got to do? What else you got to do now?
Right.
You got to be a goddamn avatar. That's what you're telling me?
Boy.
You can't do nothing else. You didn't succeed in integrating. And now look, you still talking as an integrated society as America is. You still talk in terms of segregation. You understand?
Right.
When you go fill out a job application, well, if we so integrated, why are there all these boxes I see where it talks about identifying your race, your ethnicity? Can someone tell me that? When you go fill out a loan for a business, why are all these boxes where it talks about check your race and your ethnicity?
Oh, man.
When you gotta get a driver's license, why I always say you can identify your race and ethnicity, or your neighbor, or you trying to buy a house in a certain neighborhood, you gotta identify your race and ethnicity, huh?
Right.
Are we living a lie in this so-called dream you talk about? I think you are.
Yep.
And I think it's time you wake the hell up. I think it's time you check in with the ISU PK.
Better.
Like you should.
Right.
You understand? Keep going, my brother.
I was oh yeah, let's get into it, boy. This is now, it says and spent his free time on Twitter defending cops who've killed black people. He once drew demonic eyes and teeth on a mugshot of a black defendant. He also infamously tried to start a nationwide Beyonce boycott after claiming her 2016 Super Bowl performance was anti-police. The boycott didn't take off, clearly, of course.
You see that?
Right. He's tweeted to support the officers around the world who shot and killed Michael Brown, Alton Sterling, and most insanely, 12-year-old Tamir Rice, whom he called a thug. Okay? Ortiz has also repeatedly been accused of falsely arresting black people. You hear that? Including NFL players Jonathan Vilma and Robbie Anderson. And see, they targeted. But anyway, NBC Miami last year also reported that the Miami-Dade County State Attorney's Office is investigating whether Ortiz's apparent abuse of the city's off-duty work rules violated the law. Ortiz was also accused of fabricating an arrest report. Ortiz nearly lost his job in 2017 after he doxed a police critic who'd complained about an officer driving at dangerously high speeds. Ortiz posted the woman's personal contact information online. The woman, Claudia Castillo, then obtained a temporary restraining order against Ortiz. Ortiz was then taken off the street until a judge lifted the stay-away order. He's had over 50, listen y'all, over 50 investigations for the CIP.
Now hold on. Now, do you hear this?
Man, let that happen to us, Cap. Come on, man.
This is a rogue. Let me tell you, this how you know he ain't black.
Right.
You get over 50 investigations on you. You black, you losing your goddamn job and your pension.
Right. Everything, man.
So you losing everything. So now he has, like, this is a ticking time bomb. The Miami-Dade Police Department should have fired his ass a long time ago. You got over 50 investigations. Let me tell you, he's a ticking time bomb waiting to happen.
That's right.
Like you see, he's using race. He's wielding the race card at his advantage. But see, let me tell you something. this go to show you that there ain't no such thing. Like if there were good cops, there would good cops, there wouldn't be no bad cops.
Man, it's
it wouldn't.
Absolutely amazing.
If all these good, you got some good cops, well, where the good ones at?
Right.
Where the good ones at? How can you protect him in a fraternal police order of brotherhood when he does things like this? And let me tell you something. You black police officers, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yep.
There's one thing they said in that movie Shaft. They're sticking in my mind. You're too black. It's too blue for the brother and too black for the uniform.
Good night, man.
You got to understand what time it is, man. Like these, and that's why them Negroes kind of. That's why they need to come into the ISUPK. You seeing what time? And this how I know that they know we saying the truth, man. Because how can you be a part of the police department and this going on?
What?
How can you even trust this man? You trust this man with your life, and he treating your people like this. You know it's not right. You know good now well you know it's not right. You know that there's two different types of justices. One for the white man and one for everybody else.
Right.
One for everybody else meaning us, blacks, Hispanics, Native American, Indians.
Right.
You understand? If he was black, he wouldn't be able to survive this long and still get a promotion off of claiming to be a black person.
That's it.
Come on, man. Keep going.
All right, I went ahead and dropped you in. Now, I tried to wait till after the, when we brought up the LGBT and MLK coming up, but I went ahead and dropped you in there now, Cap.
You can go ahead and get it hot right now, because I'm going to need you. So you can go ahead and put me in the fifth chamber.
All right.
Go ahead and turn the heat up.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to pull that back. So, yeah, let me go ahead. There we go. So, now it goes on, okay? He has had over 50 investigations for the CIP, which is the Police Oversight Committee. Miami-Dade, Miami-Dade County NAACP President Reuben Roberts told WPLG he's had over 14 internal investigations, man. He's been suspended. He has harassed people in the community. Man, he's a terrorist. Anyway, for him to make the assertion that he's black and not Hispanic is an outright lie. And as a law enforcement officer, he should be standing for truth and representing truth, Roberts said. Now, Sergeant Stanley Gene Poix, president of the Miami Communities President Benevolent Association, representing 300 black officers, is equally unimpressed. Quote, black officers are underrepresented as lieutenants, and he knew.
Hold on. Now listen to this now.
Truth coming out.
Black officers are underrepresented as lieutenants, but yet you integrated. You see, you wouldn't have to. We wouldn't even have this problem if we were segregated. Don't you understand? We can police ourselves.
Right.
But you know that you don't need the police officer to police us. If you come to these 300 black police officers, if you need consultation on how to move forward, come to the Passover. Break bread with your brother.
Right.
Your general, Commanding General Yohana. Break bread with him. He will show you that he has the revelation. He will tell you what you need to do. We get men on the street all the time. You understand? We know how to police our communities. Get on board.
Yep.
Get on board, man. Put your real shield on. Put the shield of the king on. You understand? Stand with the king. Stand with our King Yahushua. Stand with him. And guess what? We will be able to police ourselves day and night. And you won't have to worry about crime. But you know what? I know what it is. You don't believe we can police ourselves. So you want representation in another man's force. And that force is gunning you down while claiming your identity. What else? I can't make this up. I can't make this story up. Keep going.
Come on. So now, it says black officers are underrepresented as lieutenants. And he knew that, and lied to get a promotion. Gene Poick said. We're insulted and it's disrespectful to the black officers of the police department. That's the end of that crazy story.
You see that? If it's so disrespectful, then leave.
Right.
How about that?
Well, you know, all you gotta do is put one stripe on one of them Negroes, just one stripe on one of them, and the other, you know, and then that's gonna neutralize all the other cops. Oh, well, they cool, you know. He been here 35 years. He get ready to retire next year, but at least they gave him one more stripe and put it on the side of his little shirt right there. Stupid, man.
Oh yeah. You know they're gonna do it. It's always a nigga to sign off on it. I guarantee you. You understand?
Right.
That's a shame. So that's showing you there's another failure once again of integration. Another failure.
Right.
Once again, you wanted more black police officers. Well, here you go. Now you get a white one that's standing black. Moving on.
Nice.
Story number 2.
Let's get it, y'all. We're gonna listen. We told you we're gonna get it. Okay, and we're getting it in right now, all right? We're going to story number 2. All right? Story number 2. We say, it ain't gonna get story number 2 don't get no better, y'all. Here we go. Story number 2 don't get no better. LGBT. I hope I'm saying this right for everybody, right?
I don't know how many. They got so many damn. They running out of alphabets. They're gonna have to use emojis in a minute.
Right.
They're gonna have to use them. They get an alphabet for every demon. Every demon has an alphabet.
Hey, yeah. So yeah, whatever that is, Cap, is the LGBTQ education is now mandatory in New Jersey schools. Okay, here's how teachers are preparing. All right.
Now, hold on. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Once again.
And that's why white people love him.
The worst thing we could have ever done was to integrate with these people.
Golly, man.
It was the worst thing we could have ever done. Now it is mandatory. The LGBTQI mafia was showing you. Like I said, in a minute, they're going to have their own History Month. You see how they're going to have Black History Month? Your kids is going to have to celebrate LGBTQ. They're going to be a fairy drag queen coming in there, leading to your kids. And listen, we in the last days, brothers and sisters.
Right.
Do you understand me?
Right. And, Cap, if I may, you know, they had an article. I'll pull it up, okay? They had an article to where they were teaching grade school students. We're talking about 1st through 3rd grade. Teaching them about masturbation in the schools. Man.
Now you see that?
Okay, now I'm gonna get the article.
It's I can't really say what I want to say. I know I'll be in camp, but I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
It's cold, man.
If you don't get into this school, into this body, let me tell you something. You jeopardizing not only yourself but your children's future.
Real talk.
Do you understand me?
Yep.
You understand? It is an abomination, and they're making it mandatory. The Lord getting ready to hit the reset button. I done told you over and over and over on Boot Up and Shut Up.
Right.
And a lot of times that I told you this, I was already in the 5th chamber. You understand? The 5th chamber of hell. And I'm telling you, I'm in the 5th chamber of hell right now, I'm telling you, he's going to be hitting the reset button real soon, because you better look at what happened with Sodom and Gomorrah.
What?
We're going to go into this. We're going to go into the scripture because it's important, man. This man, they said there's going to become a time that they're going to treat evil like good and good like evil.
Right.
Give me that scripture where it said that the potter's clay, where it should be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Come.
They're turning the things upside down. This is where we at.
That's right.
This is where we at. I can't even think of. Look, I don't even want to even think about it because it just. Oh my goodness! If you think that when you read this Bible, these records, and you thinking about the prophets, remember what happened. The prophets they were angry. They was in mourning. They was upset about what was going on in their time. Hell, even Lot. The Bible says Lot was vexed daily with the filthy conversations. You imagine living in a city full of homosexuals? Can you imagine what it's like to go to a restaurant or to the restroom or to a park, or just to go out there. Could you just imagine what the hell your life would be like every day? You seeing that every day.
Absolutely disgusting. Damn. Just
go ahead, my brother.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Get that Officer Mabatazar. Go ahead and read that. It be Isaiah 29:16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be a thing, as the potter's clay.
You see that? The Lord knew that it was going to come a time where things were going to be turned upside down.
Damn.
Meaning what? That everything that you see now is backwards.
Yep.
The people who on the top are supposed to be on the bottom. And the people who on the bottom are supposed to be on the top.
That's right.
All these little movements and these little distractions, I like to call them distractions, because all they doing is distracting you from the real fight, which is the race card.
That's right, Cap.
All these women's rights movement and the LGBT, all these things have been, they can turn these things upside down, and it seems like it's right now. And it's going to be a thing. You're going to think God made it this way. When it says shall be a thing as the potter's clay, meaning you're going to think this is how it's meant to be. But this is not how it was meant to be. It was never supposed to be like this. Go ahead, my brother. Any more on that?
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Now listen, if the Lord made you a man, how are you now going to question the Heavenly Father and say, I'm really not a man? See, the Lord made a mistake. See, what I am is I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. That's a demon, brothers and sisters. Don't you understand? How are you going to tell the Lord who fashioned you as a man? You came out your mother's womb as a man child, or you came out your mother's womb as a female. That you're going to say that God made a mistake. God don't make mistakes.
Oh, don't.
You just too busy trying to edit what God did. That's what the problem is. How? And I always question homosexuals.
Right.
How did you get trapped? When you say I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, how did you get trapped in there? Who put you in there?
Uh-oh.
Because see, let's get to the real reason.
Uh-oh.
You want to know about possession?
Because the truth gonna make them free, Cap.
Huh?
I say the truth gonna make them free, see?
Oh yeah. See, the truth make them free. See, the demon don't want to be free.
Right.
Or it don't want you to be free.
Yep.
How do you get trapped in there? And do you want to get free? You understand? They don't want to have those they run from those conversations. And they're afraid when men of the Lord speak those conversations because those demons don't want to get cast out. You understand? You ain't trapped. You are possessed. That's what that means. When you say you trapped somewhere. I thought you came out the closet. Ain't that what you tell everybody? That you came out? So how did you come out and you're still trapped? Keep going, my brother.
Nice. All right, let's go ahead and get this, boy. Cap, you got me get ready to pull another precept, Cap. You know, I get wrong.
Come on with it. You got it. You got the green light on, y'all. Whatever you want to do it, brother.
I'm gonna pull the precept, Cap, and I'm gonna have you go in on them if you don't mind. So this is Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Then I'm gonna drop down to verse 23, man. It says, "Woe unto them." Okay, listen good. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Let's drop down. Verse 23. Which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. Go ahead.
Now, hold on. Now, hold on. Now, you see that they justify. This is what it all comes down to. The LGBTQI mafia, as I like to call them.
Right.
They have bought, when you see this happen like this, that means they have bought off some school board.
Yep.
That's all that means.
The school board is LGBT cap. They ain't got to buy it out. Sometimes the school board, right, they like that. Mm-hmm.
You right, or the school board is like that.
Right.
You understand? But they do these things for reward. You understand? And guess what? And this is what you have going on for the sake of our children.
Man.
You understand? This is why the Lord say, if you do what the Lord say do, you're going to be fruitful and multiply. You can't be fruitful and multiply in that lifestyle. You know, and it really, and I said this before, and I'll say it again. In the Bible, you show me the word alternative lifestyle in the Bible. I'll wait. Get me where. Hold on. Read that last scripture again. I'm gonna get another scripture. Read that last. While you can read that scripture there, I want you to get what the Lord say. I set before you life and death. Choose. Give me that scripture there.
Deuteronomy 30 and 19. Yeah.
Right. They want to sit there and say, well, the Lord don't. The Lord didn't give you. The Lord gave you. He gave you an option. He said, but then listen. He told you. He gave you a choice between two things, and then gave you the answer for which one. He damn near gave you the cheat code.
Sure did,
Cap. He told you which one, because you ain't smart enough to pick which one that you supposed to goddamn pick. You ain't that smart.
Man.
Keep going, brother. Read that scripture you just had, brother. The last bit right there.
So we're going to keep it right here. We're going to Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Right? Woe unto the evil. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Verse 23. Which justify the wicked for reward, and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him.
You see that? And that's what you have going on with this story. And listen, and this is how you know this is a wicked kingdom. And the Lord, this is how you know Christ didn't die for this world. For you John 3:16 preachers.
Right.
He didn't die for this world. He died for the world that's to come, the world that we're supposed to build. He said, my kingdom is not of this world. Why? Because he knew that the wicked would be justified for reward.
Right.
And that's what your pastor do. I'm going to tell you, the LGBTQI community took over these black churches. I'm going to tell you right now. They won't even play a piano key unless you let them up in there. Unless you let them come up in there how the hell they want to. You can't get a song and praise. You understand? Without them doing what the hell they want to do up there. You know it. You understand? That's what you got going on in the Christian church.
Boy, you
and they just took over. They didn't infiltrate. Listen, they didn't infiltrate. They were already in there. But now, like I said, them demons is like, look, they didn't split the United Methodist. Remember we went over that story.
Right.
How they didn't got up in there and they didn't split the United Methodist Church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was all that was going on all along anyway. You understand? The Roman Catholic Church, the LGBTQI mafia, that organization, man. It's a plague, brothers and sisters. And we would be spiritually quarantined from that plague, if we would follow what the Lord say do. If we would be separate. You understand? Holy, sanctified. That means to be cleansed, brothers and sisters. You got a lot of unclean spirits on us. And you have taken those unclean spirits and tried to make it a part of our culture or a goddamn subculture.
Damn.
Keep going, my brother. Where we at?
Good night. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. Go ahead, Officer Mabatazar.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you.
Now, hold on. This is the Lord here. Now the Lord made heaven and earth. If he said that he called heaven and earth as a witness, that means, you think about all the things in heaven and all the things, and all these things are witness against us. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
Kananamakan, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
You understand that? The Lord say choose life, man. Just in case you didn't know which one to pick, because we don't know. You think you know what life is. Ain't no alternative lifestyle. There's life and death. Ain't no in between.
That's right.
You understand? But see, death gives you options. Satan don't give you all kind of options. He give you all kind of ways to die. But if you want to live, there's only one way to live. And I'm telling you, as a prophet of the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana that's been certified, there's only one way to live, and that's the way the Lord say live. Broad is the path to destruction. Narrow is the way to life.
That's right, sir.
There's only one way to life. Don't be fooled by the white man and the devils and his wiles. Don't be fooled by our oppressor. They're going to give you all these subcategories and these things and say you can live your life any kind. They all lead to death. And they're trying to lead our children to death, which is why we better come back to the ISUPK. We better come back to One West. Go ahead, let's get on this story, brother. I'm so fired up about this goddamn story.
Cat, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you thorough like that. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh Shah for you, sir. You know what I'm saying? And your thoroughness, because we need that. Okay, we need to have our foot on the back of the neck of the enemy, and there's a lot of brothers and sisters that are Israelites that need to come out of their condition, and the only way they're gonna come out of their condition is if we tell them the rough, rugged, and raw truth. And under Commander General Yohana, we can't do anything other than how we've taught, Cap. All right. So,
damn right.
All right. So now it goes in again. LGBT education is now mandatory in New Jersey schools. All right. Here's how the teachers are preparing for a high school history assignment on the Holocaust. Okay. Olivia Loach chose the pink triangle used by the Nazis to persecute gay men in concentration camps, and decades later, a symbol of pride for the gay rights movement. Quote, "I never knew about it," said Loach, 15 years old, a sophomore at Haddon Heights High, who came out in the 7th grade and now identifies as gender queer. Okay. Goes on to say, "I feel that the topic..."
Another thing I don't understand. Where all these categories come from?
Freestyle.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are gender fluid, and I don't understand what that means.
Freestyle.
You can't make sense out of it, really. And I'm gonna tell you something. How you pass anatomy and you identifying with all these different things? Can someone that's in medical school tell me that? Like, how can you study the human body? I mean, last time I checked, the human body was male and female. So now, do you got to change science now? Does that curriculum change?
Man.
Does mathematics change? Huh? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Nah.
We live in a time of confusion, in a time of darkness.
Right.
And the only light that you're going to have is the light of the Most High.
That's it.
The Bible says the wisdom of this world is foolishness with him.
That's right.
Keep going, my brother.
All right, so she says, "I feel that the topic should be talked about and people should know about me." Now, educators in her public district and 11 others in New Jersey are now testing a pilot curriculum to include instruction about the contributions of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people.
There you go.
Government, boy.
You see?
Oh,
so
man.
what does that show you? When they start talking about the contributions and all of it, you know what that means? That X out Black history.
Right. And that's not
And
a
what does
fruit
that mean?
of good and evil, Cap. See what I'm saying?
You said what now?
That's like Adam, Eve in the garden, right? When he was speaking to the devil, right? And he said, nah, God ain't gonna trip. Nah, see, God know that you gonna, be as gods once you find out this. You know what I'm saying? You'll have the knowledge of both good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
See? So they're making
That's
it.
right.
You get it, right? So it's like, it's not even, like we went to school, we was too busy trying to learn our damn timetables, man, and learn how to spell. You know what I'm saying? And learn arithmetic. Now they're giving you, all they got to do is insert the idea. Now you sitting there thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage any of you brothers, any of you sisters, especially you fathers out there, man, that got sons, man, and daughters. You're gonna have to step it up for real. You're gonna have to follow, you know what I'm saying, what the Lord under Commander Junior Hunt is telling you to do, man. Because listen, if you don't, then you're gonna end up out of the household. You're gonna be spoiled, out your house, in jail, robbed, dead, whatever. And now it's wide open for your children, for the world, right? This age, this society, modern day Rome, to do whatever they want to with your son or your daughter, and they gonna do it. So you got to make sure you in their life, and it's gonna take fathers of the ISUPK to set the standard, man, and to maintain that integrity of righteousness. Go ahead, Cap.
But what you're saying is so heavy, man, because what are they doing? They're implementing, and this is how you know that schools are not educating our children. And we brought this out plenty of times in the UPK. We brought this out of certain consultations that we gave brothers and sisters, certain private consultations. You got to understand that the school system is not, they don't educate our children. They indoctrinate our children.
Yep.
This is indoctrination. It's a difference between education and indoctrination. Real education has benefits to it. Your child becomes smarter or have more knowledgeable about things. And not only knowledgeable, but in most cases able to apply that knowledge. But this is why the ISUPK is so important, because we are the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. Meaning the knowledge that we have is universal and it's practical. You can apply it to your life.
Right.
You understand? You learn life skills. You learn about what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, what it means to have a family. You know what I'm saying? What it means to raise children. How to raise children. You understand? How to conduct ourselves. All these things. Now, what are they doing in this school now? They're making it where you have to give admiration to LGBTQI activists.
Oh, man, dude.
You understand? So what did that do? That's a cultural shift. You understand? That you have now. Now, along with Martin Luther King, they're going to have some homosexual next to him. Once again, this is the dream.
Sure.
This is what you wanted. You wanted to integrate, when we should have never integrated. We were learning math and sciences and all the different arts being separate.
Right.
You gotta look at all the things we were able to accomplish being separate. You want to talk about arts? Look at all the different musicians and things. Jazz. Some of them didn't even know how to read music. You understand? But they're studied right now in musical theory in college. You understand?
Right.
The great mathematicians, the great scientists. A lot of those were black people, man. Even in Greek, some of the Greek philosophers, some of those were black men. Believe it or not.
Right.
You understand? They were Hellenists. They were Israelites.
Right.
But some of them were some of those philosophers that they studied.
That's right.
But see, you don't. But guess what? You integrated, and now you gonna be diluted. That's why the Lord said you never supposed to join your oppressor. Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
Now he gonna get 12 years from pre-K all the way to high school to get to teach you about LGBTQI, and go convince your children that it's okay to feel a certain kind of way.
Right.
You understand? When the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go.
That's right.
but when he become a man, he shall not depart from it. No child is born gay, and this is the proof. Why do you need to have LGBTQI classes if the children are born gay? Can someone answer me?
Oh man, that's a cut. That's a
There's
super
so
cut.
many holes in the LGBTQI movement, and I mean that in both ways, if you know what I mean.
Right. Okay, we have a caller 810-640 on the line. 810-640. You got a question or a comment? Where you calling from?
No, I'm calling from Michigan. I was just listening in.
Okay, no sweat. I'm gonna put you on mute. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Most High Cry. Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's get some more in this story, my brother.
All right, Most High Cry. All right, so yeah, this is where we at, y'all. Let's go ahead and get some more, cause we going in. Now it says Governor Phil Murray signed a law last year requiring New Jersey public schools to include LGBTQ related instruction in lesson plans, y'all, in the teachers' lesson plans for middle and high schoolers statewide. Okay, statewide. The mandate takes effect statewide for the 2020-21 school year. Garden State Equality, an advocacy group that pushed for the mandate, developed a model curriculum and selected districts to launch the first phase of the program. It started training teachers this month on how to promote inclusion across all subject areas. In history class, for example, students could learn about the thousands of gay men put in Nazi concentration camps and forced to wear pink triangles, or about other significant moments in the gay.
And this is how they bring it in. They bring it in under the Jewish Holocaust.
Oh, man.
Are y'all paying attention to this?
That's heavy. Oh, that's heavy, man.
Do y'all understand what's going on? Like, I wonder why we have any opposition at this point.
Oh, man.
But I know some of you niggas want to hold out. Some of you niggas want to go to war. And I understand that. Some of you going to hold out to the last bit. You don't even want to admit that Commander Junior Hunter been right. He been right on every damn thing. Okay? Why? Because he ain't speaking his words. He's speaking the Lord's words. It should be, if this is the public, I don't know if it's public or private school system, but if there's any of our kids in these school systems that's going on, it needs to be a national outcry.
Right.
You got advocacy groups. Do you know how much power you get when you got advocacy groups? They're showing you that and they ain't just, let me tell you something, they ain't just behind the school system, they behind some of these political and presidential candidates too. They funding them. You listen to some of these the town hall debates and some of these town hall meetings that they be having. They always bring it up. Every time they talk about civil rights, they're talking about gay rights. They in the same sentence, same paragraph. You understand? So now we done join these people, and we keep getting and you get. Let me tell you something. I gotta keep saying it. You niggas that run around gay. Let me tell you something. You ain't fooling us.
Come on, Cal.
I said it once and I say it again. Down in New Orleans, you ain't fooling us. When they have the gay march or whatever, all you are is a male prostitute for a rich white man that's buying you purses down here. And I'll say it to your face.
Good night, boy.
All you are is a male escort. You in the homeless shelter. You in poverty. You thought being with the gay rights advocacy group was gonna get you out of poverty. You just a sex slave, nigga.
That's it.
Don't play with us.
Good night.
Because you know we on the streets, and when you see us, you go to the other side.
A
Don't
willing
play us.
participant. That's what it is.
You're a willing participant. You selling your black behind on the street for a rich white man. And don't tell me I'm lying, because we got brothers that's out on the street that sell purses, saying that rich white men all they do is buy you niggas purses.
Oh man.
And jewelry. So don't play with us. Keep going.
Come. So now in history class, let me go down a little bit further. They were forced to wear pink triangles or about other significant moments in the gay rights movement, or about people such as the late Barbara Baps Sipperstein. Sipperstein, she's an activist who made history as the first openly gay transgender person to serve on the Democratic National Committee. She was also the namesake behind pioneering New Jersey legislation that allowed transgender people to amend their birth certificates. How you gonna? Let me keep going. How you gonna? Okay.
I want to throw up. Am I in hell?
Oh man, I tried to slide by, Cap. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother. You got it, brother. Go ahead. I mean, it's disgusting.
Okay. Or trying to change their birth certificate. Okay. And listen, and then that's gonna make it. You know, you no longer the man or you no longer the woman no more, right? Or it says they can learn about Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg. What you say?
Buttigieg.
Yeah, Buttigieg. Okay, there you go. Pete Buttigieg, who is gay and married to a man. Now, quote, LGBT history is part of American history. To tell our students anything other than that, anything other than that would be fictional, said John Oliveira, a spokesman for Garden State Equality. There's so much information to be consumed in the classroom, he said. The movement has its detractors, right? However, now, those who believe in curriculum is inappropriate and that parents, not schools, should teach their students at home about what they believe is a moral issue. Now, the Family Policy Alliance of New Jersey said it has 7,000 signatures on a petition opposing the instruction. Other opponents have asked to opt out, their children from the mandate by the law, but the law doesn't allow that. Okay, the law, they have to take part in it now. In many ways,
they have. So hold on. Them bastards then got to the point now. They got it where it's solidified, meaning it's like learning 2 + 2. Do you understand what's going on?
It's a course.
And I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
You said what, Warrior?
No, I said it's a course now, like science, math, being gay, biology, PE, physical education. Like, it's not an elective, it's part of the curriculum. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to see.
Right.
It's going to be a course in school that you take. You make an A, B, C, D, E, or F. Oh, I'm sorry, you make an LGBTQ. Now, go ahead, Cal, I'm tripping.
That's right. No, it's right. You make an LMNOPQRSTUV or whatever the hell however the hell they put it.
Right.
They running out of letters.
Right.
I told you before, every demon has a letter.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Every demon has an alphabet. So now, what is going on now? So now, check this out. Now, dig this. And now, how you going to learn about black history? And then let me tell you, it's so heavy. Because most of the classes that you learn in school are racially biased. Most of them are. Except maybe the maths and the science on some level. You understand? But when you look at it culturally, what is this doing? This is pushing a culture of reverence. Like you're gonna have to learn. They're gonna put this in our children's mind.
Damn.
So what does this do? What does this do? This right here, and it shows you the devices of the devil.
Damn.
The devil knows if he can get your child, and that's what he goes for. He didn't destroy the elderly, and then he going for the children. And you see, and let me tell you something. And notice this. This is going. We going into Black History Month, so-called next month, so-called Black History Month. And we're gonna be giving it to you niggas on the street about Black Jesus. We know you hate to hear it on Black History Month, but a lot of y'all have to swallow it anyway. We know you hate this. You don't even want us to talk about Black Jesus. We're gonna talk about it. You understand? We're gonna talk about Yahushua being black.
Right, that's Black history.
Understand this? That's real Black history.
Right,
Moses, all the prophets. You know what I'm saying? They hate that. You understand? But of course, Black History Month is when everybody can be conveniently black because it's okay. You understand? But I'll say this: when you look at what's going on with the LGBTQI movement, and you look at what's going on with these so-called black leaders, These so-called civil rights black leaders, they're dying out. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the news. Elijah Cummings, he just transitioned. What's the one? John Lewis, the one that marched in Selma across that bridge. He got stage 4 pancreatic cancer for what I'm hearing. He's gonna be leaving any day now. They dying out, man. And all they leaving you is a dream. They should have left us a reality.
Yep.
These other nations, they don't leave their children's dreams, man. They build a reality. They build a future for them. They leave an inheritance.
Right.
All they leaving you is what? Hope deferred. And hope deferred make it the heart sick. And I'm sick of hearing about a damn dream when the LGBTQI movement is dominating right now. You damn near can't go downtown anywhere in America where y'all seeing that rainbow flag on a certified business establishment, and in some cases on a government building. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you want to tell me to compromise my race? Nigga, please.
And Cap, you know what? Quiet is, well, not quiet, because I'm finna tell it. As loud as it's kept, or as loud as it ain't kept no more. I just got through reading a study that they just put out recently, right? About gay marriages, the men with men, the women with women, how the divorce rate, I'm not sure about the percentage, but it's a very high percentage of divorce that's happening amongst in the LGBT community. So don't let them fool you, right? That's what I'm trying to tell them. Don't let them fool you thinking that that's the lifestyle, and you couldn't make it, like you a man and you couldn't make it with a woman, or you a woman and you figure you get along with women now, so you gonna get a marriage license and then marry the same sex or whatever. Guess what? You gonna get divorced just like a couple. You know what I'm saying? That's a man and a woman, right? You gonna learn, right, that y'all can't get along either. And the other study on top of that shows that lesbians and gays, they are more violent than straight couples anyway. You have more domestic abuse and calls out to those homes with those people of the LGBT community. See? So it's not the lifestyle that you think it is, because why? Those people are sick. Okay? Those people are hurting. Those people have been molested in their young ages. Those people are not right in the head and cannot lead anyone. But as they say, misery loves company. So of course they try to get you pulled. The demon wants to get you pulled in. It's not an alternative lifestyle. It's a very abominable lifestyle and a very painstaking lifestyle to lead, man. You're not going to be married long. You're going to get divorced, and one of you are going to end up killing each other because it's not of God to begin with. You got it, Cal.
Well, I couldn't have said it better, brother. But you hit the nail on the head, and it's not. That's one of the biggest kept secrets about the LGBTQI movement.
Right.
They don't classify. They just look at it as two men that's beating each other, and they just look at it as a fight when they go to the hospital.
Right.
So really, those men were quote unquote lovers. Those men were a part of each other. They were dealing with each other sexually. Same thing with these women out here. These bull daggers and all that. They very violent. You understand? They just had one bull dagger. She shot this woman about 5-6 times, man. You understand? You can't function like that. You can't escape God's will, man. You can't go into all these different lifestyles and say, well, it didn't work out with a man, so I'm gonna be with a woman.
Right.
You think you gonna still function like that? They just had some famous black gay couple just got a divorce. They've been married 2 months and got a divorce already. You understand?
Right.
Like you got to tune to the Lord, man. Ain't no getting around what the Lord put forth. You understand? You can't run from the Lord's judgment. Go ahead, brother.
Con out of one con. That is exactly right. We got one in the chat room said Willie Jordan said ISUPK needs to control the education of the House of Israel. And Willie Jordan, that's exactly what we're doing on Command in General, Your Honor. If you haven't noticed, we are on Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, and any other outlet, social media outlet, teaching our people around the clock. When I say around the clock, it's 25/8. No, it's 25/8 with no lunch breaks or days off. We got so many videos out now, to where you can play something when we're asleep. You can put on a video, right? So you can have ISUPK, the world of Israel, in your mind, educating not only you, your rib, and your children all the time, every day. Just turn that damn television and that other radio crap off. You know what I'm saying? We got ISUPK radio affiliates. I'm saying, from Cross the Line, from Angry Black Man Media to Take Ground Radio, to Rude in Speech, to our brothers in California, the Inconvenient Truth with Kazak Yard. Listen, man, there's no reason anymore to even look at the tube, man. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, we are educating. We are educating our brothers and sisters, and that's why we are an Israelite school. Right? School. That's what that is, of education of right knowledge according to these laws, statutes, and commandments, the way Yahushua, the King of the Jews, our Messiah, laid it down. The same blueprint that was laid down from Moses, that was given from Moses from the Lord, man. That's what we do.
Damn right, my brother. What you're saying is definitely right. And shout out to that brother right there, man. Right. And that brother, if you want to help us deal with the education system, make sure you send them tithes in.
Right.
Make sure you donating to the Boot Up or Shut Up. Make sure you sending in that cash app. Because guess what? We're doing things behind the scenes and on the scene. You
That's
understand?
right.
We're doing it all the way around. So we appreciate that support and that love support, brother. You know what I'm saying? We hope you continue to tune in, all right?
That's right. And,
so now,
and just real quick, and if there's anyone out there that's looking right now that has a degree, okay? You know, whether it's in math or English or science or history, whatever your degree is, you bring that into the ISUPK. You see what I'm saying? That's how we educate ourselves. Because Christ said, you know, told the Pharisees when they asked him, well, when is this kingdom of heaven, you know, this kingdom of God on earth that you're talking about, like, when is that going to come, right? And Yahushua said, you know, that the kingdom of heaven is within you, meaning you have to make it work. You have a special talent, right? Then you call the number on the screen, right? You call one of the captains in your area, and you tell them about the gift that you have. Now, you know, don't forget Moses was learned in all the ways of the Egyptians. But now this is the same Moses, though, you know what I'm saying, that slayed an Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? It's the same Moses, you know what I'm saying, that stayed back and wouldn't go out with his, you know what I'm saying, and wouldn't sell his brothers out. You know what I'm saying? So we're in America. We've learned all the ways of the damn heathen. You know what I'm saying? We learned all their education. But it's time to do what? You use the devil's tools, what? Against him. Right? And that's what warfare is. You learn that, and now it's time to teach our children. But of course, we have the Bible as a standard, right? As the basis, as the infrastructure to our teaching our children. And they will never grow up and be involved in this story that Cap is breaking down right now. They'll never be involved in the gay mafia at all. All right, so we need to help out ourselves, and that way we remain self-governed, autonomous, right? When we take our gifts and we put it back, as well as money now, okay, as well as your money and your gift, and use that, right? Because one black woman, with the contribution she makes throughout the year, is supporting at least 5, 6, 7 churches. You know what I'm saying? With just one money that's coming out that one purse, you know what I'm saying, from Sister Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? She's supporting. But that money's going nowhere. It's going on Benzes and 40 million, yachts and boats and everything else. And it's not of the Lord, and the Lord going to bring it down. Okay? All right, let's move forward. All right, so now it says New Jersey joins California, Colorado, and Illinois, y'all, in requiring public schools to teach lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender history and their battle for civil rights. The law requires schools.
You say, hold on, their battle for what?
Civil rights.
There you go. That's the new civil rights movement. That's the new black. Gay is the new black, I guess. Keep going.
The law requires schools to include instruction and textbooks. Listen, y'all. Textbooks and materials that accurately portray their political, economic, and social contributions. In addition to teaching about the LGBTQ community, New Jersey schools also will teach about similar contributions from people with disabilities. In South Jersey, Haddon Heights, was selected from 50 districts in the region that applied to pilot the program. Districts were chosen based on need or existing work to create an LGBT exclusive climate. Okay? We are always looking to see what we need to do so that all students feel safe and welcome in the environment, said Ron Korn, the district's curriculum director. Okay, during a meeting last week of the Gay Straight Alliance at Haddon Heights High School,
hold the hell
I'm
up.
done, man.
Did I just hear what I thought I heard?
I don't want to come.
The what alliance?
The Gay Straight Alliance at Haddon Heights
Okay,
High.
but you got a lot more in the closet. Keep going.
Oh man, Gay Straight Alliance, right? Loach, and other members hailed the new curriculum. All hailed the new curriculum. They believed it will reduce bullying and help enlighten their classmates and teachers about things such as which gender pronoun they prefer. It's a pronoun. So I'm hoping
So now, see, this gonna mess up all the studies, all the basic studies, English, everything. You gonna have to redefine. Forget about it. Once again, the education system has failed in America. A lot of these buildings and these educational models are dilapidated.
Right.
And we're trying to tell you that you better get into the Israelite school of universal practice. The Lord said that He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, and this will be our wisdom in the sight of the nations. Don't you know that these knowledge that is in this book covers every aspect from science to mathematics to an economy to a military structure? It covers everything, brothers and sisters. If you would just get in contact with your nation, get in contact with Commanding General Yohana. Don't you understand? It's over for the school system.
It is.
You really can't tell a child to stay in school almost now. It's just, to tell a child to stay in the school and deal with this. What the hell? You think? Think about it. It's almost like it's futile. Keep going, brother.
I'm hoping that it's going to help open a larger discussion about LGBT. Said special education teacher Anna Sapanik, the group's advisor. Said Southmore Lola Rossi, she's 15 years old. How we're normal and that we exist. Now, Oliveira acknowledged that the biggest challenge will be combating misperceptions about the curriculum. Educators who work with Make It Better for Youth, that's a grassroots that works with the LGBT youth, develop the lesson plans. Oliveira said at least two meetings.
So hold on. They got advocacy groups and grassroots groups. And that take a lot of funding, brothers and sisters.
Right.
You understand? It take a lot of funding. They need to be uprooted, these grassroots, just supporting them. You understand? But guess what? They believe in what the hell they believe in. They get behind. And they're not even real lifestyle. It's a death style, and they supporting it. Why don't you support your brother, our brother, your general, our general, Commanding General Yohana? Why don't you do that? Keep going.
Oliveira said at least two meetings are planned to discuss the curriculum with parents. The curriculum, he said, is not for the Gay Pride Month or to talk with students about what the LGBTQ does in their bedrooms. It will be up to the local school boards to implement the state mandate, including how to teach the curriculum and what books to read. Teachers later will be able to modify the suggested curriculum and make their existing lesson plans for subjects such as science, math, and music more inclusive. So
This is what I
Cap.
understand, man,
So
y'all.
in other words,
I
it's
don't
gonna be in
understand that.
everything, Cap.
It's
So
gonna be in
they're
everything.
taking the word of God out, because we're taught to put God in everything you do. They put in LGBTQ. They want to implement in science, math, music, and so it's inclusive with everything.
Oh, listen. Let's believe it's like sin is like a cancer. It spreads. And if you think it's gonna stop with the school, with them having a curriculum, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna stop there. You understand? It's gonna grow and grow and grow, which is why the Lord said that you have to put evil out of the land.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I don't mean to get graphic. I hope no kids are listening. You know what I'm saying? But if they are, so be it. It's still this is a part of their education. How in the hell did the gay rights struggle for any civil rights? Can someone tell me that? Because the last time I checked, all you doing is getting on your knees, or you bending over. How can you struggle for anything and doing in those positions?
Real talk.
Those positions are submissive positions.
Yep.
I don't understand it. How can you fight with lipstick if you a man with lipstick and a wig on and high heels? What are you fighting for? You can't even fight your goddamn self to be who the Lord called you to be. So how you fighting for civil? Look up the definition of the word civil and see if it fits any of those categories.
Right.
Any one of those letters, and look up the word civil and see that's not a civilized nation. That's a savage nation. It's an uncivilized nation. In order to have civilization, you need a man and a woman to procreate.
Right. Civil. All right. The definition of the word civil, and it reads, relating to ordinary citizens and concerns as distant from military or ecclesiastical matters. Let's go down. The second definition, of course, is what matches. Civil, courteous and polite. Okay, well-mannered. All right. Some more is refined, respectful, polished, civilized. Right, decent, mannerly. Right, courteous. These are different synonyms that match that.
Those things don't even fit the gay rights movement. I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
Yeah, listen. Let me tell you something. That's why they listen. That's why they gotta leave us alone in New Orleans. Cause they better not say a damn thing to us down there. Because you go down to Bourbon Street when they had them little gay things they be having down there. The men be having sex on the balcony. From what I've heard. Out on the street. And then you gonna say something, you better keep your mouth shut. We on the street. You better not say a damn thing to us.
Right.
You understand? You better not say a damn thing. Or we'll see. Or we'll see how that turn out. We're gonna see how that turn out. If the police say something to us. You know what I'm saying? We got lawyers too. Better leave us the hell alone. Let the prophet speak. Go ahead, brother. Any more?
A little bit more. Alavera said 45 lessons were written for the pilot program and will be taught in grades 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12 at the pilot schools. By the fall, 60 more lesson plans will be ready. They bringing it in, Cap. They ushering it in, man.
Look, like, put me in hell, man. How many more lesson plans? Think about all these 60 more lesson plans for what? For each letter?
Cap, that's all year, man. My mother was a teacher for 43 years, Cap. All those lesson plans. Cap, it's 52. That's basic math. It's 52 weeks. Leap year, whatever. 52, 53 weeks in a year. Okay? And you have 50 lesson plans. Then you got 60 more. Basic math. That's 110. So we talking, all you gonna talk about is gay, gay, gay. That's it. All day, gay, gay, gay.
All day. All damn day.
And that's enough lesson plans to implement it in science and math and history and biology, hell, and PE. Like that's how they double it up. If you have 6 courses, right? 6 classes that you go to, then every class they gonna inundate you with being gay. And by the time you leave, the men gonna have on them romps and pumps or whatever, and the men gonna be looking like, in those black and red lumberjack jackets, you know what I'm saying, with a what you call the thing that go on their head with a wave cap on, looking like the rapper Twister. And they gonna flip it around. They wearing jerseys and sneakers and Converse while the men coming there with pumps and purses. Crazy.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I want to say this is psychological terrorism here.
God.
This is educational terrorism. If you want to know what weaponizing education against our children is, this is a form of it. This is a form of it, brothers and sisters. I don't know about you, but I want a young girl to be a woman. I want a young man to be a man of our nation.
Right.
Yes, I want our young boys to grow up to be men, to have every inch of their masculinity intact. I want our daughters to grow up to be women. They have every inch of their femininity intact. They are trying to take that innocence away from my children.
Right.
And if you don't get behind Commanding General Yohana, then you are let me help you out. You're part of the problem.
God.
I want to hear we try. If you don't join your brother on this side, then you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Either you're part of the solution, or I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna just give it to you cut and dry. You understand? Either you with the Lord or you against the Lord. Keep going, my brother.
And you either have a man or you don't. Because I'm telling you, sisters, listen, I'm talking directly to you, sisters, yo. If you don't have a man, you better humble yourself immediately to where you can get one. Because you're not strong enough to do this by yourself. Okay? They gonna listen, they done ramped it up, and they got the level of intensity to where this fight right here, guess what kind of fight it is, sisters? It's a fight for a man. It's a man's fight. And you can't do it. You're gonna have to humble yourself. You're gonna have to change your life, man. And what you thought about that black man that wasn't nothing. And you're going to need him for the support. You're going to need a real man. All right? I don't know which one of the generals said it, Cap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it, you know what I'm saying, as politically correct as I can. But, you're going to have to put it in the box. And you're going to have to get the ones with the veins in it. I'm telling you.
You're right, brother. I know exactly what you're talking about,
I'm telling you.
And guess what? They know what we talk. We ain't talking about Duracell. Listen, I'm gonna say this: the black woman. This is what you don't understand. That you, like a lot of people say, y'all stuck in the Stone Age. The UPK stuck in the. Let me tell you something. We going back. The stone is the foundation. All this new stuff is. We look. You done lost focus. You done went out there and got independence, and you lonely.
Man.
You done got independence and got robbed. On a dating website. You got independence and then you became a hoe. You got independence and then now you ain't got no children at 45 and all them abortions that you had.
Right.
You understand? You didn't got suckered out of you didn't got suckered out of being a wife and womanhood. You didn't squander that with the feminist movement, with all these different movements. Why don't you come back to your team? You understand? We can go on all night about it. You understand? But make no mistake about it, the UPK is not wrong on whatever we saying.
Right.
That's a fact. We are not wrong because what we are saying is matching up to the holy records, the holy scriptures that was written thousands of years before us.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank the Lord for the UPK.
Most High in Christ.
I thank the Lord for having mercy because there's still hope in Israel. There's still a light in Israel.
Right.
All hope is not lost. Thanks to Commander General Yohana for holding the helm down. There's still hope for this nation. This nation is still worth saving. You got any more on that, brother?
That's it. We got to the bulk of it. We at the end. Let's move on if we can.
Let's go to story number 4. Let's go to China.
China wouldn't pull up. They say I needed to subscribe.
what about story 6? Let's see story number 6.
Okay, come. Story 6. We can go into that. Here we go with this. This man.
And I want to say this: we told you that it was the year of the rat. Okay. I don't know if y'all got it. It's the year of the rat.
Ugh. Let me see.
Keep going.
Okay, story 6. Let me make sure I'm in here. Is this? Let me see. Which was that? The one with the stricken.
That's the one, yeah, with the U.S. plan to evacuate citizens. That's right. That's
okay,
correct.
come. All right. Let me go ahead and make sure. I had to make sure I go in on there. Here you go, right here. Let me see. Let me see. The government is working to evacuate citizens. It will not let me. I have to subscribe to it.
Okay, it's no problem. It's no problem. How much time we got left?
We're gonna go. I said we're gonna take it till 10:30.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead. Let me ask you this: do you have the Let's go to story number 5.
All right, come. Yeah, we have story number 5. I don't know if you want to play it. I have the video. We don't have to, but I have the video with the Trump thing with
yeah, let's get that. Let's play that video. Let's play that video there if you don't mind.
Okay, come. Let me go ahead and get that up. You can go ahead and lay it open for him while I go ahead and set it up real fast.
Right. I think this is MLK's son. And they asked. I think Trump said he compared himself to Martin Luther King, and I think his son gave a roundabout answer saying he don't know, he's not sure about that, which was disgusting.
No backbone.
Like, he don't even know. Like how are you going? That's why I get so sick of people talking about we got to defend his legacy. We got to defend the Martin Luther King legacy. You don't got to defend no goddamn Martin Luther King legacy. If a man's legacy is great, it's going to defend itself.
Yep.
You understand?
That's right.
His work is going to speak for itself. You understand?
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous, man.
Okay, so
Where we at?
let me see. I got this. Let me go ahead and. Yeah, I got it. Let me go ahead and put it up just a second. It's pulling up.
Make big career moves at Flatiron School. Use problem solving and create.
Okay, it's pulling up. Got to go through a little second, because you know they always have to try to advertise what they do.
If you want, you could just post it in the Boot Up or Shut Up page where they can check it out, and then we'll elaborate on it probably later on sometime. But that way they can just see it on the page. But I say, well, let's go ahead and let's go to story number.
Okay, it's ready though. Just let you know it's ready to go.
Okay, all right, go ahead and run it.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull it right here. 2, 3, about right there. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all, go ahead and pull it in right here. This is his response. All right. Go ahead and go up higher.
And but we have to work together to make the nation that we want, to have a good generation.
Well said. I want to go back to your dad about what you mentioned, both of you actually mentioned making America great and about divisive times. I want to read a tweet from the president today.
Right. Get over here.
And today, saying it was exactly 3 years ago today, January 20th, 2017, that I was sworn into office. So appropriate that today is also MLK Jr. Day. African American unemployment is the lowest in the history of our country by far. Also, best poverty, youth, and employment numbers ever. Great. Your reaction to that?
Well, I think they're always good words, but the question is it actually documented and true? When I travel around the country between the ages of 18 and 30 years old, African American unemployment rates are 40, 50, and 60% in some communities. So if we were as well off as being stated, you would see violence decreased. You would see a community exist in more of a different way. But every day, somewhere around this nation, particularly in communities of color, someone is being killed. Or in poor communities, someone is being killed. More and more people are living on the streets in $1 trillion economy.
So I try to pull it back some to try to buff it, but I don't know. All right.
No.
As being stated, you would see violence decrease. You would see.
You can run it down to them if you want. I want y'all.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Community exists in more of a different way. But
okay. Yeah, it's stopping. He better be lucky. Listen, let me tell you something, man.
But every day, somewhere around
everybody
this nation,
know what time it is.
Particularly.
Okay, so look, we're gonna go ahead and stop. You all see what's going on. We're trying to do it.
In communities
and
of
as
color,
we do it, we get stoppage and all of these problems and so forth. But he's not. What he's trying to do is cover up the tweet, right? Because everybody know the way Donald Trump rolls. Okay, Donald Trump rolls, with no filter. He rolls with prejudice plus power, extreme racist, right? And so his son doesn't know how to answer. From what I'm looking at, Cap, what are you getting from that?
Exactly. When you say, if someone compares themselves to your father's legacy, and for you to say, I'm not sure about that, what does that say? That's a weak, tailored response.
Right.
To somebody that you say that supposed to have changed the course of black people's progress in America. That you say changed the course of black. Of course, we know that he didn't do that. We went backwards. You understand?
Right.
But it just shows you that these people, they don't want to offend nobody. They want to try to be with everybody and all that. And that's we not here for that. I should be careful. We here to put the black boot stomp down. Can I tell you what we're here for? We're here to put the black boot stomp down on all of you naysayers. All of you those who are against Christ. We're here to put the black boot spiritual stomp down on you. You understand? We're here to grind you in the powder and blow you away.
Right.
You understand? That's what we're here to do. And we're going to do it like we've always been doing. You understand? There's no cowards on this side. You understand? So now let's go to the story number 5, my brother.
Come. Yeah, and it is just amazing how, his daughter appears like, let me answer it, because she can answer with more, with more huevos than he got. You feel what I'm
saying? You don't have a spine.
Like, God.
Let me tell you something. The King family took so much money from so many different people, man. They can't even say nothing.
Yep.
They didn't took money from the Republicans. They didn't took money from the Democrats. They didn't took money from everybody. Everybody didn't took money from. So their integrity is compromised. And that's why we asking you brothers and sisters. We know that we coming up on Black History Month, but I want to ask you a question out there. All of Black America, Latino, Native American, Indian America is out there listening audience. We live in a capitalistic society right now, right? We always have. It was founded off you being sold or your land being auctioned off. I want to ask you, what's the going price for integrity right now? Can someone answer me? What's the going price for your integrity? Is it a vote? Is it a song? Is it a march? Is it money? What is it? Because if your integrity can be bought or traded, then guess what? It's really not integrity.
Yep.
Because integrity is what you take to the grave with you. Your respect is what you take to the grave with you. And as an ISUPK, that's what we have, men of integrity, men of respect, men of honor.
That's right, man. That's absolutely.
Let's go to store. Go to store number 5. We got it, brother.
All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get where we at right now. We are going to go to store number 5, all right, and get that in for everybody, all right? All right, store number 5. Coming to you live. Once again, we have another story about Chinese coronavirus, all right? And this Chinese coronavirus, is that number 5, right? No.
Yeah. If we can get the one on the coronavirus, let's get that one. The one with the snakes.
Let me see. I think I can get it. Let me see if they're even allowing me to get down on that, because they might not allow me to get down on it.
Okay. There's no thing. Well, I'm gonna just briefly talk on that right now.
Okay.
Y'all see what's going on with this China virus. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, it's clear to see the Lord's hand is moving against Moab. But understand this. You know what I haven't seen when I see all this China, all these epidemics and all this with China? Let me ask y'all this. Have you seen any Chinese kids in cages at the border? Ain't y'all seen that? Do you see them stopping at the border or quarantining them in concentration camps?
Right.
At the border? You don't see that. You don't see that. But I'm going to tell you something. Let this thing keep spreading the way it's spreading. You're gonna see some discriminatory actions against Chinese people, though. Watch what I tell you. If a Chinese person starts sneezing around somebody else, they're gonna limit. But guess what? It's not gonna be about. It ain't gonna be about being a racist. Guess what they're gonna say it's being about? They're gonna call it. They're gonna say it's about trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
You see, they're not gonna say, "Hey, you racist against Chinese." They're gonna say, it is a matter of survival, which is what we've been telling you for years. What the ISUPK been telling you since 1969. That it's not about race. We're not. You can't categorize us as being racist.
Right.
Because once again, when y'all brought it up, you got to have prejudice plus power to be a racist. Yeah. We can't deprive you of any education or health benefits or your quality of life.
That's right.
So if our survival depends on us separating, can you blame us? Because you're damn sure not going to blame anyone else when they don't want Chinese giving them the coronavirus.
That's right.
Chinatown should be shut down right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every chicken joint in the ghetto should be shut down right now.
Right. I got it, Cap.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. All right, this is a Chinese coronavirus outbreak traced all the way back to snakes. Okay, all the way back to the snake, man. That's where it's all coming from. All right, so the story starts off the emergency of a new coronavirus strand in Wuhan, China, last month has put the entire world on alert, following the recent revelation that the virus can in fact be spread by way of human-to-human transmission. Okay, Chinese authorities have halted flights and trains departing the city. Inhabitants have been advised not to travel, and meanwhile, researchers have been working tirelessly to understand this new health risk, both in origins and nature, in order to formulate the best way to stop a full-blown epidemic. Now, researchers appear to have zeroed in on how the virus, officially named 2019 nCoV by the World Health Organization, first spread to humans, exposure to snakes at a wholesale market. The study concludes.
You see that? They're eating snakes over there, And this is why in the Bible, what do we have? We have a dietary law.
Right.
You ain't supposed to be eating all those different animals and different snakes and reptiles. You ain't supposed to be doing all that. The Lord give you the dietary law in the book of Leviticus on what to eat, what you can eat on the land, what you can eat of the creepy things, what you can eat of the fowls that fly in the air, what you can eat of the waters that dwell in the waters. He tell you what you can eat, but these other nations don't have these things. You understand? Right. He didn't deal with them. He didn't give his laws, statutes, and commandments to them. He gave it to you. And you would be spiritually quarantined right now if you would all turn to the Most High in Christ. You wouldn't have to worry about a virus affecting you. Why? Because we would have our own everything. We would be separate. And it wouldn't come within the walls of us. It wouldn't come within our gates. Because we would have strong gates. You understand? This is what goes on. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. All right, and it continues. The story continues now. It says the study concludes that the first human diagnosed with this strand of coronavirus had, in all likelihood, visited a market in Wuhan, where a large assortment of wildlife were available for purchase, including snakes, bats, farm animals, poultry, and seafood. Okay. A detailed genetic analysis of the virus was performed, in which it was compared to any available genetic information on other viruses from across the world and the animal kingdom. This work resulted in the conclusion that this new virus first formed due to the combination of a coronavirus strand usually found in bats with another coronavirus strand of largely unknown origin. The product of this combination was a new virus that featured a mix or recombination of a viral protein that recognizes and binds to host cell receptors. This ability to recognize and bind the host cells is effectively which allows viruses to enter new hosts, leading to infection and disease.
Look at that. That's why the Lord called them unclean beasts.
Right.
The Lord said he made a difference between the clean and unclean. You Christians want to get mad with us and say you can eat any damn thing. You understand? But that's what happened. You get all these different diseases and all that.
Right.
You ain't supposed to eat. You ain't supposed to have the dietary law of a scavenger.
That's right.
That's what you do. When you eating anything you catch, iguanas, they eating them damn iguanas down there in Florida.
Right.
They falling out the damn tree because it's cold. You eating it, you like a scavenger, man. That ain't how you supposed to eat. You a prince of the power.
Right.
You supposed to eat what he said to eat. The Lord don't consider those things food. He don't consider a snake food. He don't consider a pig food. That's not food.
Right.
He gave all these things their own purpose. You understand? He gave them functions to operate in. They have their functions, and their functions is not to be eaten. Not by you. That's the whole issue.
That's
Once again, that's what happened when you have ambiguity.
Man.
Because you leave things open for interpretation, that all flesh can be eaten. Well, are you flesh? Are you flesh? You're a human, right? So can they eat you? You see how ambiguity works?
Golly, man.
All flesh is not to be eaten, you dump, Salaki Alice.
Right.
These Chinese are mongoloids. They are children of incest. They come from Lot, and this is why. And they don't have the Lord not dealing with them.
Right.
You understand? The Lord not. And I feel bad. I got a brother that got a Chinese woman right now. Boy, he got to be in hell.
Oh man.
He got to be in hell right now, trying to go visit the family. They want to go to China. And I'm gonna keep it real. You know, if you're a black man with a Chinese woman, you gonna have to, we're gonna have to, you gotta let us know. You may not be able to come. I ain't gonna say they can't come to the Passover, but we're gonna have to circle you with the incense a couple. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to check some things out.
Man.
For the sake of the congregation.
Yep.
You understand? Make no mistake about that, because this is hell right here, and Buddha cannot save them.
Right. Right.
Now keep in mind all this going on while they praying to Buddha. Their God ain't real.
Officer Babatazar, get the verse. When you get the verse, read the verse in Leviticus. Okay. You got it, Officer Babatazar, you got it? Okay, I'll go ahead and read it. Okay, go ahead and read it. All right, let's get it.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 42. Whatsoever goeth upon it the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever had more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination.
That's right.
You understand that? You know what happens when you eat an abomination? You get the coronavirus. And you get all these kind of stars and all. It's always happening in China, man. It's always going on with Moab and Ammon. They're always eating this damn squid or something they shouldn't be eating, and they be like, oh, sorry. That's why they wear them damn masks all the time. You don't know the Chinese wear them damn masks and medical masks and shit.
They're trying to tell us something.
All the medical masks. You know? Like, you ain't supposed to be eating that. And guess what? It's the same thing in Chinatown. The Food and Drug Administration ain't monitoring what the hell going in Chinatown. They done bought their ass off.
Right, the FDA. That's heavy right there, Cap.
You can get a frog in a jar and eat the frog. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying that's heavy. I never thought of that. The FDA, whatever it is, the Food Drug Administration, they're not, looking to see what comes in and out, because hey, they own the boats they bringing in. You see what I'm saying? They own their nation they bringing in. They name the streets after them, and they bringing in their own restaurant. So it ain't like the FDA gonna bust down the door like they do a black man trying to start his own company, and he got to have every certificate known on the western side of the Mason-Dixon line. You know what I'm saying? In order for him to establish his business. But you got them having dogs, getting snakes and dogs and cats out the gutter, out back and dragging them in and bringing them in and disguising them as, pigeons and wings and chicken wings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And, like, our people got to stop, man. And, listen, our people eat that, Cap. Listen, I'm going to say this, I'm going to give it right back. It's enough of our people, Cap, fooling themselves, talking about, oh, man, I done broke out in a little black boy, or I think, oh, it's a spider bite. Nigga, that ain't no spider bite, nigga. That ain't what that spider bite is. That's called the botch. You feel what I'm saying? That's called them balls breaking out because your dietary law and your disobedience has you creating abominations, and the Lord gonna get you. Clearly the brother just said, whatsoever goeth upon the belly. And that's what a snake does. It is upon its belly. And so is alligators. You ain't supposed to be eating that crap, man. You got it, Cap.
So you right, brother. Down here in hell, that's what they eat every damn thing down here. You understand? And that's what's going on. Like, you gotta understand, you can't be doing that.
Right.
But when you doing that, you subject yourself to unclean, all these viruses and things like that. You feel me? Like, we ain't supposed to be living like that. But that's what happens. And like in Chinatown, and remember, the Chinese was communists. But one thing they got unity. And let me tell you something. When you have all them type of animals or different type of meats, it's regulations in the United States. They got to be in a certain temperature. They got to be in certain free. Like, they had this stuff in open markets, and just unregulated, and in warm water and frogs and all this, and they be having all kind of stuff, and they sell whatever they can get their hands on. And trust me, they in the ghetto. You think you eating chicken, but you eating a rat. You think it's General Child's chicken, but you eating rat. Ain't no bones in that. No, I wonder why ain't no bones up in there. You eating rat meat. You understand? Like, you better wake up, man. And this is why we need our own. We need our own restaurant. We need our own oversight committee. We need our own food. And once again, we want to see you at the Passover, okay? We want to see you. Whatever your gift is, the Lord say, honor the Lord thy God with all thy might, all thy strength, all thy soul. Meaning the best of what you got. If you a nuclear physicist, you need to take that and put it into this school.
That's right, Cap.
You a doctor, you an anesthesiologist, whatever you are, you bring it into the Lord's house.
Right.
And bring him your first fruits and watch what he do with it.
Yep.
I want to say the water to Officer Awanyala for having me on this show. I'm Captain Kahantham Yard. I'm reporting live from hell. I want to make sure that everybody tune in to Commander Junior Hunter radio show tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a lot of stories we didn't cover, a lot of headlines. Commander Junior Hunter, he's going to cover that tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in. You don't want to miss it. He sets the tone for the nation. Make sure you pay your tithes, and make sure you support these brothers in the ISUPK. The water Awanyala, I'm out of here. Captain Kahantham Yard reporting live from hell. Shalom.
There you go, y'all. Look, y'all heard it live in full ISUPK effect, man. Boot up and shut up radio, rough, rugged, and raw. You hear what I'm saying? Listen, you either gonna get with the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get with the truth, you're gonna lay down, man. You're gonna lay down, and it's not, you're gonna lay down on top of the grass like dung. You know what dung is? Poo-poo. You're gonna lay on the grass like poo-poo. You will not have a proper burial. Thus saith the Lord. I didn't say it. Thus saith the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And this is what we have to understand, man. We have laws, statutes, and commandments to make us a great people. Okay? To make us leaders and rulers, man. Prince and princesses. You understand? Right? But we have to put our faith in the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And we have to stay, of course, ISUPK, you know what I'm talking about. Both Akwat, Aki and Akwatian. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I see it happening right now all over Facebook. You got the brothers and sisters, man, who cannot wait. Do you hear me? They cannot wait. Okay, they're already saying it right now. They can't wait till the Passover. Right? The brothers can't wait to see the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. These sisters, they can't wait to see another sister, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Because any other sister out in the world, you know what I'm saying, is drama. You know what I'm saying? It's something always going on, right? And you can't trust them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to ISUPK sisters, let me tell you something, man. Look, them days, man, tell you something, man. From Thursday, man, from Thursday, let me tell you something, man. From Thursday on, good night. You know what I'm saying? From Thursday on is the most glorious day. You understand? That's the most glorious day and the most glorious time, man, that goes on. You know what I'm saying? Because you got brothers and sisters, man, coming from all over. I mean, they coming from all over. You know what I'm saying? And they getting down with that one truth, man. You know what I'm saying? They get down with that one truth. Everybody in one, you know what I'm saying, in one bunch. You know what I'm saying? And you already know it can happen just like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all know what happened. Y'all know what happened today. Everybody heard the news. I ain't talking about it on my show. You know what I'm saying? Because, I choose not to talk about it. Somebody else can talk about it, But y'all know what happened today. It can happen in an instant. Just like that. Boy, you think you balling out of control, moving weight from state to state, big baby. And all of a sudden, bang, it's over, man. Just like that. And at that time, you realize in your heart that life is real. You know what I'm saying? That life is real, partner. It's no joke, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no joke, man. You know what I'm saying? And so what you got to do, you got to recognize the real priests and prophets of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? And that is what? In the ISUPK under Commander Junior Hunter, man. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to all of my ISUPK radio affiliates. Y'all know how I get down, man. My big brothers in this truth, man. My big brothers in this truth. Cross the Line Radio, Captain Tazaryat, Captain Khatazah, and Cross the Line Radio. We got our other brothers, Captain Soccer War, Officer Five Stacks Ariyah, you know what I'm saying, with Angry Black Man Media. See what I'm saying? We got my brothers, my big brothers up in Indianapolis with Take Ground Radio. Captain Kapash landed down. Big ups to Captain Kapash, Officer Tarap, Officer Napatazai up there in Indianapolis in Ohio. Landed down, man. Big ups, man. Listen, man. Big ups to St. Louis too, man. We got another ISUPK radio affiliate, Sharpen the Sword Radio, man. See what I'm saying? Sharpen the Sword Radio. You know what I'm saying? Recognize Captain the Goggle Bar, man. Recognize that in St. Louis. All right, that ain't no joke right there. That's on fire. I can't wait until they start all the episodes and what they're doing. They do fantastic work under Commanding General Yohana as well with the food drives. Now we're getting ready to hear them and hear what's going on in that area of St. Louis. All right, so big ups to Sharpen the Sword Radio, man. All right. We also got the Inconvenient Truth out of California, right? Big ups to Priest and Officer 5,000 Kazak Yard out of California, man. The ambassador, you know what I'm saying, for the Hispanic Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, bringing that information in, bringing it in right, man. You know what I'm saying, and waking all our people up, letting our Hispanic brothers know, our Native Indian brothers, that they are Israel, man, that they are special and we are one. You know what I'm saying, bringing them two sticks together. You know what I'm saying, bringing Jacob and bringing Ephraim, Joseph, bringing that together, man. You know what I'm saying, and we'll no longer be two kingdoms. We'll be one kingdom, serving with one king over us. You know what I'm saying, residing as one nation, the house of Israel, house of Judah, together in this new covenant, man, the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, big ups to my other big brothers, man. We got Officer Taziah 1, Officer Matazapa, Delaware in the building. I'm saying, my niggas in Delaware, niggas is everywhere, niggas in Delaware, they in the building, man. We got Rude and Speech Radio, man. So make sure you keep an eye open for that as well. And in the morning when you wake up, y'all know what it is. You want to make sure that you see General Hazayan, Captain Akkad, my big brother, in this truth, and let a Hebrew speak, okay, with Officer Marab more than likely be in the building as well, all right? And that'll be 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Make sure you up looking at that to get started, man. Do not turn on that damn television, man. Turn on Let a Hebrew Speak, you understand? Now, right after that, you have Captain Azanaya from Syracuse, New York, rocking it out with Priest and Officer Karam Ya'ala, and that is the Hidden Truth Revealed. That's going to immediately follow Let a Hebrew Speak, so you want to make sure you check that out, all right, at noontime. All right, check that out immediately right after that, Eastern time, all right? Now, once you get that, of course, you'll have scripture breakdown during the day. Once that scripture breakdown occurs, then right after that, you have, should be with 12 Shield General Hyman, or it'll be with one of the high-ranking officers who are qualified, certified, authorized to teach the scriptures, and they'll handle and they will be able to teach and handle and answer all your questions in the scripture breakdown. Right after that, guess what? The grand finale. You know what time it is, man. All right, the Grill Radio Show. The Grill Radio Show is hosted by no other than the most controversial man in America, Commanding General Yohana, man, the leader of this great nation, second in charge, and he's first in charge until Christ returns. So guess what? All these ISUPK affiliate radios have patterned ourselves after the Grill Radio Show, right? Which lets you know the great work that Commanding General Yohana is doing, all right? So you want to make sure you check that out. That will air at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central. You want to make sure you get that, be in the building. Now, again, if you're having trouble still now getting on to the Grill Radio Show, you want to make sure that you go to YouTube and go to Black Watch. That's two separate names. Black Watch. You type that in, boom, the Grill Radio Show pops up. Black Watch Grill Radio Show, and you can subscribe and hit the notification button right there. And you in, all right? We're on a new channel now, all right? So you want to make sure you check out the Grill Radio Show with Commander General Yohana getting it in, all right? And before I leave, I'm going to reiterate, April the 9th, Westchester County, Westchester, New York, man. The big arena, the big stadium. Commanding General Yohana has bought the entire stadium arena out, man. That let you know where the tithes money's going. You understand what I'm saying? Big, big love for the brothers and sisters. That's a perfect example of a real leader, man. Okay, April the 9th, man, the Passover. Listen, the only official authorized Passover. All right? And it is going to be on Thursday, April the 9th. Make sure you get your hotel accommodations. Make sure you get your plane flights. If you're going to travel, or if you're going to go by bus, however you're going, you should be handling that as we speak now. Don't let this day pass, all right? If you're a fake Israelite group, thank you for watching my show. You want to make sure that you follow Zephaniah 2:1 and gather together. O nation not desire, gather together before the decree pass, man. All right? For the anger of the Lord get with you. All right? So make sure that you all camps are ordered to come together. All right? That's straight out of the mouth, verbatim, out of Commanding General Yohana. All camps are ordered to come together. That means all camps. All right? So now's the time. Let's get this, Israel. ISUPK, home of the truth. We're going to go ahead and take ground right now with Captain Akai. Y'all already know what it is. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Habashah Barak, Athum to all the brothers. And Shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alathan, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters, man. We finna get in, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Captain Akai, you know what I'm saying? Captain Akai, take ground, man. All right? Y'all know how we get it in. Shalom. Let's get it. Sign Christ.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner, is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
It's all about that warfare, boy. Give back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem? Tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour pass. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just send the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth, nigga, cool yo. Go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground. Back up. Give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with them weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know two things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my octave gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that mean? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground. stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground. Tell them stand down.
ISUPK.
Boot up or shut up radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantam Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot up or shut up radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot up or shut up radio. Shut up radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself. Cut yourself.
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah, hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it all. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my real view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it all. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of bounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm fed from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo. Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it all. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s where they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Yeah. To all them children, they grew up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real, and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leave him. Yeah. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Some of my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna buy. Yeah, I just wanna buy.
ISUPK.
Boot up or shut up radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot up or shut up radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot up or shut up radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.